Okay, this is Weather Outlook. This is your update for Thursday, September 11th. We're going to look out the weekend. There is a little rain in the forecast over the weekend. And then we're going to look ahead into next week and then even further out to what I think should be normal to above normal October temperature-wise. Now, this is Thursday about 6 o'clock when I'm putting this together. You can see temperatures across Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware, basically in the 70s. There's some higher elevations that are in the upper 60s, but for the most part, everybody's into the 70s. Now, Friday morning, temperatures are going to be a little chilly. They're going to vary from the low 50s out in northwestern PA down into the upper 50s as you go to the south and east into southeastern PA, Delaware, and Jersey. Wouldn't doubt if by Bradford, Wayne, Warren County up that way, you could see temperatures maybe drip below 50 degrees into the upper 40s in some spots up there. On Friday afternoon, temperatures will range mostly in the 70s, but out in extreme western PA by Pittsburgh and out that way, Washington, temperatures can get into the lower 80s. And in the I-95 corridor near Philadelphia, temperatures could touch that 80-degree bubble. Now, this is a radar about 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday, and you can see some showers and maybe even a heavier shower out here by Erie moving into the state on Saturday. Temperatures at this point on Saturday will be, as you can see, they've risen into the 80s ahead of that front in a lot of areas, except the higher elevations are in the higher 70s. But the warm air is coming up from the south ahead of that front, and we all know what that means. Saturday evening around 8 o'clock. It's slowly moving across the state. It doesn't have too much power to it. And then it gets in eastern PA, kind of picks up. This is around 4 o'clock in the morning on Sunday morning, and it picks up there. And as it goes away and we get this heat of the sun on Sunday, you can see here it's starting to pop up. Temperatures on Sunday, when this is all beginning to happen, which would be around 2 o'clock, you can see some 80s out here, but Pittsburgh, some 80s here in south central PA. Temperatures are warming up a little bit to the east. And then you can see these little spots here, these little bright spots where temperatures have dropped into the 60s. Well, the reason that's happened is because you got some thunderstorms that are beginning to pop up with the sunlight for the day. They're out here in central PA. They're out here, Allentown, up by Reading, up here in the Poconos a little bit. They're popping up around the area out there, and you can see they're not going to go away real quick. This takes you to around 7 o'clock in the evening, and they're basically eastern Pennsylvania, getting a little bit into Delaware and Jersey, but that seems to be the focal point by Sunday evening. Now, for the last 2 weeks, you can see much of the eastern part of the United States has been below normal. The green is much below normal. And it basically has a lot to do with the nighttime temperatures where they've dropped down. They've had clear nights and calm winds and temperatures have been able to drop down. So just for an example, if you got an 80-degree day and the nighttime low is 60, your average is 70. Now, if the temperature during the day is 80 and the nighttime low now goes down to 50, well, now we got a 65-degree average. So that's what's been bringing it down. Those have been those chilly nights. As we get towards the end of the month, this is after mid-month, this is like the 18th and after, temperatures in Pennsylvania begin to go above normal, which it's going to be in Pennsylvania 4, 5, 6, 7 degrees above normal. Delaware, you pretty much stay normal. Jersey, the southern part of Jersey is just a little bit above normal, and it's a couple degrees warmer than average up towards northern parts of New Jersey. So we begin to get warmer temperatures, and I think that's when you're going to start looking down south for some tropical development. And this is basically the whole month of October, what it's going to average. And you can see it's going to average a little bit above normal, nothing major, but a degree 2 or 3 above normal for the month of October. And that's about right, because I think then November comes around and we start getting into the colder temperatures of the way I've been looking at this and through the analogs. And I kind of think that's what's going to happen. All right, that's your forecast. Everybody take it easy and you be safe.